Welcome back to Hesper's Hide. Got a new rifle to play with on the channel. Should be a lot of fun. It's one I have seen shoot incredibly well by Steve at The Hide. And if you don't know his channel, check out The Hide. He has quite a few videos on this Savage Mark II FV. Just a budget gun, a heavy barrel. I believe it's 21 inches, I think it was, long. Comes with a 5-round mag. That's about it. You can get more. Anyway, just a basic budget gun, but I've seen him shoot and competed against him last week at a really high level. This gun is amazing. So I found one local there and picked it up. So this is a $300 gun. Cheap, really, really cheap. Straight out of the box, we're gonna go shoot it. All I did was mount the scope and put a bipod on it. We'll see how we do. I'm gonna shoot, Ely Contact. I'm going to shoot Ely Contact because I have some. It's cheap, and it has actually shot pretty well in some of my other rifles. Now, it will throw flyers, okay, but it shoots pretty well. So I need to get some rounds down this thing. Kind of get it broke in, fouled in a little bit. And, of course, it's probably still not going to be broken in for a long time, but fouled in anyway. And so we'll do that. We'll shoot a box or so of that, and then if it starts to shoot good, well, maybe we'll shoot Dayattherange's challenge here. So if it really shoots well, I'm going to also take some Center X to the range. And the reason I'm going to take Center X is Steve the Hide now, he shoots Midas Plus in his, and it shoots crazy good. So Center X is kind of the next step, and then you go on up to Midas Plus. So I figured I'll start with a cheap rifle, although Center X is not cheap, but a little bit cheaper than shooting up my Midas Plus. And we'll see how it does. So today, if everything goes right with this gun, no issues, and it starts to shoot, well, then we're going to shoot some Ely Contact, and then we'll move up to Center X and see what happens. So let's go have some fun and hit the range. All right, welcome out to the range again, this time with our Savage Mark II FV. Brand new gun, 0 rounds down the pipe. So we're going to see how it goes. Bought this after the contest there at the Hide last Saturday because, boy, I tell you what, Steve was shooting the fire out of his. It's an amazing gun. And he's got less than like 250 bucks in it, so it's an amazing. So we're going to see how mine does. I bet it doesn't do that good, but we'll see. Put a Viper PST 6-24 on top of it, really good scope. And so we're going to just do some sighting in rounds, get it on target, and then we'll come back and shoot some groups. All right, we're going to shoot our brand new Savage Mark II here with Ely Contact. We've got, it's getting close to dark here, but we've got a little time yet. And I've got 40 rounds down this pipe on a brand new rifle with the cheap ammo, Ely Contact. But it does tend to shoot. It'll throw flyers for sure, but it does tend to shoot pretty well. So let's see if I can get this Savage to shoot. It's the stock. Yeah, stock's not so good, but I'm going to shoot it factory here. Totally factory. Nothing's been modified. And see then how we do. So let's give it a run before it gets too dark. Boy, this trigger seems really heavy. It's not bad being the AccuTrigger. I didn't adjust it from the factory either yet, but compared to, I just finished shooting my Ruger 1022 with an 8-ounce kid trigger. This thing feels like a brick. High and outside. Way high and outside. That was not me. Wow, that's shooting really, really high all of a sudden. I'll compensate, see if it comes down, but that's crazy high from where it just shot. Yeah. Maybe get it come back in here. Can't imagine being cold would shift that much, but maybe. The one that fell out. Took off a little bit. Last one on this first target with a brand new Savage. Not bad. It started to shoot a little bit, so let's load up. We'll try it again. All right, we're going to try target number 2 here with Elite Contact and our brand new Savage, which now has 60 rounds down the pipe. 65 rounds actually down the pipe. So let's see how we do on our second target. So far it seems like it can really shoot, even, you know, heavy trigger. I mean, the trigger's not bad, I guess, but see how it does. I think that one was me. Didn't quite follow through right. Well, that's the first 10. Not so bad. See how the next 10 go. Took off a little bit. So sorry about that. Battery died. It was me. Let it get away from me. Wish I could blame something, but that was definitely me. Should have known to back off. Liar. Oh, come on. Now they're just flying up. This is disappointing because it was shooting pretty good. Back on almost on target. So, all right. Brand new gun, inexpensive gun, cost me all of $299, not counting the scope. Not bad. Not bad so far at all. So I'm not going to waste Midas Plus yet on this new gun till it breaks in a good bit. But we'll try some Center X. That's expensive enough. And we'll see how it does. So we've gone from Ely at $5 a box to Center X now at about $16 a box. We'll see how it does. Point of impact looks almost identical to the Ely contact. Look, as it fouls in with this Ely, it might be climbing just a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't keep doing that. Well, I'm still not used to this mag release on this Savage. It's pretty crude. I mean, it works, but it's pretty crude, and I'm just used to pushing the other direction too, so I'll get there. It's shooting pretty good, so I'll get there. Well, it kind of took off a little. Not bad, but it took off. Well, that's not bad out of a cheap factory, as factory gets, action. All right, we're going to see if we can have enough battery, enough light to shoot one more target with Lapua Center X. Oh, that one took off. Definite flyer there, but it's okay. Boy, it's so dark in there, I just can't see. Ah, that took off. Last 5. All right, I think it'll score okay, especially for a $299 rifle. Welcome back in from the range. What a fun day. You know, it was a real quick evening shoot. I just barely had any time before it got dark. But this gun was awesome. For $300, Steve over at the Hide, yeah, you were dead on. Beyond what I saw you shoot with yours. Holy cow, what a deal for the money. This is a Savage Mark II FV, as I mentioned before. And straight out of the box, 50 fouling rounds, actually a little less than that until I started shooting some of these groups. Wow. I mean, an Ely Contact is cheap ammo. Now it shoots pretty good, but it'll definitely throw some big flyers, and quite a few of them. At least 2 out of 10 typically. It's throwing a big flyer in my other guns. This gun kind of likes it. Okay, now there's going to be better ammo, and I'll show you that too. But boy, it shot pretty good. So let me show you what that means. So here is where I started to sight it in, right? And just to get it on paper and work on that. So I hit here, I made a scope adjustment, went a bit too far here, and then brought it back and started drilling it. So I made another scope adjustment, but probably just a little too far. But look at this. I mean, holy cow. And I threw one up here. This was totally me. But it's dropping 4, you know, almost in the same hole. Well, then I shot the next group, didn't change. You know, I dropped it down, I guess, 1 click, but not much. And it dropped those 5 into there. And then look at the next group. And so this is the point I decided, hey, we're going to shoot Elijah's Day at the Range Captain America challenge with this cheap ammo and this cheap gun, even though it's nowhere near fouled or broken in. And that's 4 in one hole and 1 to the right. And what is that group size? Well, subtracting out the bullet, that is .392 on a $300 gun right out of the box with cheap ammo. Amazing. I mean, I just think that's absolutely amazing. Now, before we go on to the targets, I want to show you this. This is what Center X started doing. So Center X here, I shot 7 rounds into this one. And it did okay, but it was shifting a little bit. So I shot a couple more, and it was still to the right. I made a scope adjustment, and it dropped the next 3 right in there. Well, then you look here, and then this one here, I'm sorry, a little bit low here for you, but this one right here is all 5 rounds. And that again, let's see, let's measure this one up for you live. It's going to be .407. Okay, so .407 here, but if you take this one out, that's probably it's below a .3. It's a really good group. And so at that point, I said, hey, we're going to shoot Center X too. So let's take a look at some of those targets and see how they really came out. So here was the very first target shooting Ely Contact. Okay, and so, you know, some 3s, I threw a 1 out there, a 2 out there. It was clearly not fouled in, but you know, I kind of kept shooting because I know I have to do it. And I got some more 3s, got a 2, and then it started to shoot a little bit better. I got my first 5 and center punched it. Kind of kept going, got a couple more 3s, but anyway, not too bad. But it ended up as a 70 1X, so not terrible. Maybe not the best, of course, but not terrible for a cheap gun. But wait, there's more. So here's the second target with the same ammo. That's a 78 1X. And so this is starting to look pretty good. Now, you know, my other gun, my custom CZ, will outshoot this. So will some of my other guns without a problem. But this gun is brand new and it's cheap. And so it's starting to, I think, really start to foul the bore and seal it up a little bit and shoot better. So we ended up getting 1X on this one, or 1 star, I should say, and a 78 1 star, and the Ely Contact. So that's a $5 a box ammo. Well, now I went on and said, okay, let's shoot Center X. And so this is the first Center X target. An 86 3-star. Out of a cheap rifle. This is awesome. So I'll turn this one in. This isn't too bad. It's not going to be at the top, but it's not far. The top is, I believe, last time I looked, 89 and like 9 X's, or 9 stars. So it won't compete there. But for a $300 rifle, yeah, I think it's going to be the top $300 rifle in the factory class. And he won't break it out like that. But this is truly straight up factory. No trigger mods, no stock bedding, no nothing. Just put a scope on it and went to shoot. Didn't even adjust the trigger. Just took it right out of the box and thought we're going to go see what it did. So, you know, it's shooting pretty good. Everything pretty much here. In fact, everything was a 4 or higher. And then I got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fives, and 3 of those then were stars. In fact, I think I missed one. Looky here. Looky here. That's a star. So let me correct this. This is a 86 4-star. How about that? I gotta watch that stuff. Cheat myself out of a star. This one is close, but there's still a little bit of the star there, so we're not going to count that one. But the rest of these are clearly punched that thing right out. So this is awesome. Anyway, it's pretty cool. I'm pretty happy. 86 4-star is a great score. I mean, it's a good score in any thing, but even in the open class, right? That's a pretty good score, and that's what I was mentioning. 89. I think it's last time I looked, 89 9 stars in open class, and it's going to go higher than that. But in factory class, 86 4-star. Now, what are you going to have competing against you there? And shoots, things like that, right? Not a $300 Savage. So I'm pretty happy. Steve over at the Hyde, you were dead on, man. I saw you. He kicked my butt last year with his gun like this, and that's when I was running my CZ 457 at 1 in the factory barrel, and it's like I had to do something to keep up with the guy. And so that's when I put the Lilja barrel on and all that sort of stuff. And I was fortunate enough to win this year, but only by 4 points over his $250 gun because he got a coupon. So it's pretty off for the money. I just can't say enough. I'm really impressed. So anyway, check if you have one nearby, you know, or if you have a store nearby that has one of these. It's a Savage Mark II FV, and just amazed. And there are other channels that have shot these. Rimfire SS has done the same thing. He even went through and lead lapped his, and got even better results. But it's just amazing what you get for that price. And I would have bet the farm against it after bore scoping the brand new barrel. Pretty cool. Anyway, if you like this kind of content, give me a like and subscribe. Go over and check out Dayattherange.com and his Captain America Challenge. You can download this target for free and shoot it with us, even if you just practice with it. It's a lot of fun. So hope you like this, and we'll catch you later.